Then we went and took a train to Pamplona for the running of the bulls.
Vamos a Pamplona!
Dude, no way. I thought I lost my train bag.
Oh, we're gonna be able to ride on the train and see all the countryside. And then when we got on it, I'm like, man, this is old. We made it to Pamplona. Pamplona was like a huge party.
There was an opening ceremonies, and the opening ceremonies was crazy.
Like when we walked in, we saw people with these painter suits, and we just weren't really sure why they had those on.
There's a little bit of liquor on my body.
And everyone's throwing wine and mustard.
What we thought was going to be an innocent tomato fight turned out to be an alcohol mosh pit.
And there's glass bottles all over the floor, and John and I were in sandals and got all cut up on our feet.
And it was sticky, you could feel the wine in your eyes.
And this square is packed with so many people and so tightly that I think Jared picked up his feet and was carried around by this crowd.
And everything was crazy, and we were like all nasty, and you had wine dripping down your eyebrows.
Beach balls going all over the place. It was intense, really intense.
Close-up of the damage.
Yeah, it's so nasty. We went to go to the bathroom after we found our cool spot for camping, and then the security guy, oh crap, up there is busting him.
We gotta go. Yeah, we got stuck. What's that?
Baja la cámara.
No habla español.
Pues baja la cámara.
The camera?
Que no me grabes.
What about it?
Que no hablas español.
So this is plan B after being denied by the security guard at the parking lot. Now we're sleeping at the park. Oh, and this is our friend Alex.
I can't imagine that there won't be a guard tonight.
So we slept in the park, and the next morning we went downtown and we were ready for the running the bulls.
So then we get in line. We're there ready for the running.
Anticipation was just intense. The energy was so high and things.
Everyone's so excited. Lots of adrenaline there. People are crazy.
Then you heard the gunshot. And here come the bulls. It was crazy.
I hear people screaming and yelling, and some bull.
The bulls, although they're dangerous, aren't as dangerous as people when they're in survival mode. People in survival mode don't care about other people, and they'll just trample you under their feet.
Just crazy to see to see the mob mentality of people when they get like that.
They tell you that the only time that it's really scary is if one of the bulls fall down. Then they get disoriented and then they start charging people.
I got shoved up against the side of the wall, and there's all these people coming, and then a bull fell down. The people were like pulling his tail and stuff like that, and I was right there. Like there was me and then the bull. And then the bull gets up and he turns around and like starts looking to charge and stuff. We go, oh, crap! And there's the chute right here, and you go into the stadium, and in the stadium right here, they put you in there.
And everyone's just cramming into this little area, and like we're just pushing people out of the way, and then then the other bulls come in.
And people run away from the bulls because the bulls are all trying to gorge you and stuff. And that's where John got the encounter with the bull.
That's when I had the bull right up here. It slobbered from here to here on me.
The bulls just come around and start tossing people around. In fact, the day that we ran, someone broke his back. A New Yorker, I think. I don't remember. But my mom was pretty worried about that.
It was just a crazy experience just to be in there. A lot of fun, a lot of adrenaline.
And it was really freaky deaky. Gone, going, gone. Like Frank Sinatra's gone. Like Jared Launch is gone.
So Jared left, and I helped make him a cool little backpack box with a bicycle tube so he could wear it around his shoulder, because we didn't want to send him off, ill-prepared.
It was kind of sad leaving the group early in Pamplona right after running of the bulls. Get all excited. It was like climax of the trip. It was great, but I was ready to go home. It had been a long trip, and I missed Megan a lot.
But he was going home to get married. I mean, what thing is better than that? I mean, seriously.
And so we just watched him walk to the train when we left him, and then we were on our way to go see the Tour de France.
And that was actually half the fun of it, you know, living like somebody on the street. You know, it was really fun to see what you're capable of and to see what you can do and what you can accomplish in those circumstances.
After leaving Jared-Monge, we rode north back up into southern France.
Where we met the Atlantic Ocean, and it was amazing.
We spent a couple days on the coast waiting for the tour to come down. Had a great time on the beach and on the coast.
This is our friend Nicholas. Nicholas, last name. How do you say your last name?
Wetblay.
Wetblay.
Yes.
And we went to church. This wonderful couple, the Watt-Blood family, they invited us to stay with them for the night. It was awesome.
And we watched the World Cup with him and his family.
We just had a good time, and we really enjoyed the time we spent with their family. They were really kind to us.
After Bayonne, we went and followed the Tour de France for 3 days.
We got there the night before. There was a concert.
So what we're doing here, we're watching the Tour de France in Dax.
Just enjoying the atmosphere of the Tour de France. Just such a neat atmosphere. Everyone's there, friends.
This TV guy comes up and is like, hey, we want to do a spot on you on our TV station.
One of the newspaper photographers came up to me and asked me to drink some water all dramatically.
Last night we slept in a park and some drunk guy came up and talked to me in the middle of the night and went and left and then came back and brought some wine for me to drink. And then this morning he came back and tried to steal my shoes.
They asked for a volunteer and they picked me out, and I was able to go and do a little demonstration with this guy who does trials.
We saw 2 days of the Tour de France at the finish line, and then we rode up to the mountain stage on Tourmalet.
We headed back into Spain to go across the Iberian Peninsula towards Portugal. And we were worried about our timing. We didn't have a whole lot of time left, and so we were on a pretty fast pace heading across.
And one of the days, we had to pull a 200-mile day to make it. So we had to pull a 100-mile day, then a 120-mile day, then a 156-mile day.
And that was pretty grueling, and it was a long trip. And we made it to Portugal on time.
I was able to see a couple of families that I'd worked with when I went on my mission to Portugal, and it was awesome.